Hey guys, how are you all? Hope so you all are doing well. Okay, so let's start the story. Without any further conversation, today I upload this and then I upload the previous part. Okay, so the mention fill, the mention fill with the happiness, uh, with the happiness, giggles, voice, all where is the happiness and also the wind of joy. A cute bird is running in the hall mansion while his is behind him. Jiun, please, it's enough. Come here. Now is Jiun turn and giggle to see he is 3 years old. Kid Jimin smile to see him and she opens for him. Jiun come and give him a then start. While Jimin sits on the stairs, Jimin, in morning, too much energy, huh? Smile on his face. Jimin, go at his cuteness. Jimin, my cute. Let's go upstairs and wake your dad up. Then we do the dinner together. Okay? Jiun nodded and Jimin, him, and they both go upstairs while giggling and talking with each other. Jimin and Jiyoon enter in the room. He sighed. Jiyoon to don't speak. Jiyoon nodded. They both go and see Yoongi is sleeping peacefully on the bed. Jimin to see him as he what happens. Jiyoon why he's sleeping for too long today. Jimin because he do work, he said, and Jiyoon make up out and then he sit on the bed. Jimin stand on the side, watch them as he know Jiyoon wake him up. Yoongi Jiyoon sit on the of him and see him. He starts giggle. Jiyoon he said and Jimin chuckle to see him. Jiyoon Vicky he said and start to Yoongi with with his little cute soft hands. Yoongi Alel in his sleep. He turned and Jiyoon fell on the ant giggle. Yoongi see Jiyoon. He smiled and still sleepy. He opened him and then he on his ears he him and start to sleep. Jiyoon, wake, it's morning. Jimin stand on the side, seeing their cute moments. Yoongi, He open his eyes and see Jiyoon, who's giggling, and him. Yoongi, good morning, buddy. Jiyoon, morning. He sits cutely, and Yoongi chuckle. He turn and see Jimin, who stands on the side, watching all this. Yoongi sit on the bed. Jimin first gave him his hand, then he sits beside him. Jin come and he's happily. Yoongi, you okay? He asked Jimin softly, who nodded with a smile. Yoongi, you are looking so happy. So happy, huh? He asked from Jiyoon, who nodded with a smile. Yoongi, what's up, huh? Jiyoon, today is Sunday. I don't go school, yeah, so he said excitedly, and both chuckled to see him. Jimin just wants his family happy, nothing else, Yoongi. So today we can go in park also, or if we can go in park also, and if we want, we can do dinner outside also. Jiyoon, yes, yes, we do. He said. And right, June first go and hmm wait a minute. Go and June okay, Jimin, you want me to you Jimin asked and June asked, and Jiyoon think and then nodded. Jiyoon, yes. Jimin, alright, go. I am coming. Jiyoon, can I bring my toys, please? Jimin, no, you play with them later. For now, fastly. Jiyoon, okay, my please. Can I bring my Jimin nodded with a smile, and Jiyoon became happy. He ran in his room. Yoongi, Jimin, and on his hair. Yoongi, you okay? Jimin nodded. Jimin, I am fine. Fresh up, I go and see Jiyoon. Yoongi holds his hand. Yoongi, Jimin see him and she run from there. Yoongi chuckled to see him. It's so many years pass, but Jimin don't change. Jimin is same. Yoongi and Jiyoon. Jiyoon is playing with toys when Jimin enter in the kitchen and see maids done with making breakfast and they go. Jimin usually make by himself, but today he is not because of. So he said to maid Jimin, no Jiyoon, no Jiyoon. Now Jimin don't make the breakfast. He arranged the breakfast on the table. When Jimin called, Yoongi and Jiyoon both come and sit on their seats. Jimin served them breakfast. Yoongi start to eat and Jimin start to. Jiyoon, who's eating happily while his Jiyoon are looking so cute. Jiyoon, enough. I don't eat much. Jimin, but why, Jiyoon? You don't make breakfast today. He said with a pout. Jimin, I make fries for you, but you have you have to do breakfast. Jiyoon, please. Jimin, please. For me, he said. Jiyoon make a pouch and nodded. Yoongi see them with eyes. Yoongi, no, both are like with each other. Jimin, Jiyoon, who then run in the living room and start to play. Jimin signed to see him and he starts to do the breakfast. Yoongi, Jimin, you take rest if you are, he asked, being Yoongi is such a caring person, which Jimin the most. Jimin, I am fine. Yoongi, you know, Jiyoon, when I don't make the breakfast. Yoongi holds his hand. Yoongi, without you, me and Jiyoon is Jimin. Jimin smiled to hear. He know how much his family him. Jimin and me, I can't even imagine you too. Yoongi, Jiyoon is the bestest. Give me, but before Jiyoon, it's you. He said, and Jimin see him. He can feel so many in Yoongi face. Yoongi treat him like a queen, and it's true. Jimin is all right. Um, Jimin, Yoongi, Jiyoon, come on. Yoongi, as per he don't. Okay, Jimin enter in the kids section. He start to say for Jiyoon. Jiyoon say toys. His eyes sparkle. Jiyoon, dad. Yoongi, what happens, buddy? Jiyoon, see the toys. Can I some please, pretty please? He said with his innocent eyes. And Jimin looked at Yoongi, who nodded in approval. Then he also nodded. Yoongi, alright, you can go, but okay, alright, you can don't go anywhere when you're done with your toys. Come here. Jiyoon nodded and he ran to see the toys. Yoongi went toward Jimin. No, we don't. Jiyoon is different from other kids. We know this, he said, and Jimin nodded. It's true. Jiyoon is so calm and also understanding it. They clothes for Jiyoon and other things when they went to Jiyoon, who placed so many toys on the side and still picking. Jimin, Jiyoon, don't you think it's too much? Jiyoon, mom. Actually, this is for me and this is his top. Jimin, tell me. Jiyoon, I have class fellow. We all have toys in school, but you don't. You sit in lunch break, so I this for him. Can I? He said, and Jimin looked at Yoongi with a smile on his face, and Yoongi is already smiling and feeling proud on Jiyoon. Yoongi, I am proud on you, buddy. You can take for him. Also, anything else you want to take for him? Jiyoon, no, I think it's enough. Jiyoon is just 3 years, and Jimin feel like he is him well. Yoongi for everything, and then they go as Yoongi promise. First they go in park and then do the dinner. They spend their Sunday happily, and when they come back, Jiyoon already sleeps, so Jimin him too. When he sleep properly, he come in the room with a cup of coffee for Yoongi, who's doing work on his laptop. Jimin gave him the coffee, who placed the laptop on the side and take the sip of the coffee and smile to say, Jimin, Yoongi, you see Jiyoon today? Yoongi, Yoongi, place the cup on the side and holds Jimin's hand. Yoongi, I am feeling so proud on you, Jimin. Jimin, we are him well, Yoongi. We are not to be a good Yoongi. I am so happy, Jimin, today. The way he said he want to help the boy, not by feeling him, but as a friend, and moreover, his Jimin, yeah, I am feeling so happy. I today feel like I win everything. The feeling is so beautiful to be Yoongi. Yoongi writes Jimin, and I want to be his best friend, not his only. Jimin, you are already, as he share his stories with you mostly. He said, and both chuckled. Yoongi nodded. Yoongi, yeah, right. And you know one thing, Jimin, Jiyoon is just like you, calm and understanding, Jimin. I just know, I just know one thing. I am so happy. He said and Jungi him both calm in each other. Jungi, I am thinking something, Jiminy. Jimin, said Jimin asked while playing with Jungi holds his hand softly. Jungi, I am thinking about what you think about this, he said, and Jimin stopped. He looked at Jungi. Jungi, only if you are agree. You know this, Jimin. Jungi, I don't have, as it's almost 3 years, but I want we can spend one more year as Jiyoon wants my all attention. Jungi nodded. Jungi, I understand you. I know what decision you make is good for our family. Jimin, thank you so much for trusting me. Jungi, thanks to you for handles everything as if it's on me. I am sure I never handle the things like you do. He said and it smiled as he know Yoongi don't leave a single to appreciate him and him. They talk for some times and then sleep as Yoongi. They talk for some times and then sleep as Yoongi have to go office tomorrow and Jiyoon school. Jimin done with making breakfast. He see Yoongi sit on the chair fully ready to go office and Jian sit in his to go school. Jimin served them breakfast and start Jian. Jian, can you make pasta for me when I come home, please? I want to eat pasta. Jimin, alright. Anything else? Jian sign has no Jian dad. Yoongi, yes, Jian, my winter vacation starts from tomorrow. Yoongi, that's amazing. Jian, can we go? We go somewhere we don't go on a trip. It's been a long time. Yoongi, that's right. Okay, so you think, tell me where you want to go, then we go. He said, being happy. Jimin, no, you don't go there. Nothing happens. Jimin, I said no. I said no means no. You can go somewhere else. Yoongi, no, Jimin fell from water. That's why he is saying this. But Jiyoon make up out. And then they come to inform Jiyoon school bus come. He take his bag on Jimin cheeks and then Yoongi. He run from there. Jimin see of him and then come see Yoongi is also ready to leave. Jimin see him. He went toward him and properly, Yoongi holds him by his hand. He look up and see Jimin. Yoongi, you are looking so. Jimin smile. Jimin, it's not new. For me, Mr. Min, you always think I look at Yoongi and it's true, he said. And, so, hmm, okay. So this is the whole checks I don't do voiceover. Wow, amazing. Yeah, why I write to start too much? Well, I will count the notification then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. It's literally 26 notifications. What's the time? I still have a long voiceover to do. Why? Writing is not for me as I write easily. But doing voiceover, it's literally so boring thing. Okay, and Jimin Yoongi see him, he on his forehead and go from there. Jimin see him going, he smile, he sit on the chair as Yoongi always do this. He always him and this is also the one way to okay. They all come home from their respective works. Now after dinner they sit in the living room. As from tomorrow June vacations is start. If we sleep late it's not June playing with his toys and Jungi is watching TV. Jimin sits beside him scrolling through his phone. They all busy in their work. When Jiun become bored, he look at them. He get up, go and sit on him and start into him. Yoongi see Jiun and smile. Jimin, what happened? Are you feeling sleepy? Jiun, no, I want to with you. He said and Jimin chuckled to see him on his forehead. Jiun, I give that toys to him as a gift. He becomes so happy. We play a lot today, and he lets me play with his new toys also, which I give him. He said, and Jimin smiled widely. Jimin, that's good. You write a good thing. You did a good thing. Uh, Jeonju is feeling proud on Jiun, right? He asked with his big true eyes. Jungi, yes, we are proud on you. We are feeling proud you are, he said, and Jiun, but he became happy. And Jungi chuckled to see him. Jiun then make up out and become confused. Jimin looked at him and then Jungi. He again looked at Jiun. Jimin, what happens, Jiun? Jiun, what happens here? He said and pointed on the Jimin eyes widen. How can he forget? Hmm. Jimin, it happens as a me. He said and he gave to Yoongi who's laughing silently. Jimin, no, Mama, this is not. You remember when it's different? It's like a. He said, being curious. Jimin, don't know what he said. Gently, Jiyoon, tell me how it happens. Jimin don't know what he do. He signed Yoongi to his mind who's laughing and Jiyoon make him sit. Jimin go to the Yoongi, you want ice cream? Jiyoon become happy and nodded. Of course, now forget about the Yoongi. Okay, then let's go. We brought ice cream for you, he said, and Jiyoon become happy and excited. Alright. Issa take Jiyoon outside and Jimin is in the room. They both go to bring ice cream and Jimin is trying to, which is days is passing. Days is passing. Everything is all fine. Nowadays, Yoongi do extra work because of some new projects. He come home early. It's he come home early. It's been 2 days he don't meet with Jiyoon. Also, as he go early and when he come, Jiyoon already sleep. He is feeling so, but what he do? Jimin is so for him. How can he do this? And right now also Yoongi just come and the first thing he do is with the bed. Jimin see him. He sit beside him and slowly caressing his ears. Yoongi and he closes his eyes. Jimin, huh? Cha cha. Yoongi, too much. Jimin, yeah, he sleep. Yoongi, he must ask about me. Jimin smiled and nodded. Jimin, but I said you are busy. Yoongi, I am feeling not to give him time. Jimin, it's okay, Yoongi. We understand you. Yoongi smiled. He nodded and go for fresh up. Jimin, come downstairs. He take dinner for him and Yoongi. Then go in the room. Jimin see Yoongi is waiting for him as he saw Jimin sit in front of him and both start to do the dinner. Jimin, Yoongi, Jiyoon said he come office. Yoongi, office? What he do there? He asked while eating. Jimin, he said he help you as you do so much work and also take he is a good to join office till his school is off and uh, off from and help you. He said and Yoongi started laughing. Yoongi, really? Jimin, yeah, I was also so shocked. He said he helped you. He handled half of your business. Yoongi feel like his all after hearing this. Yoongi, huh? My body think a lot about me. They talk and done with the dinner. Jimin is doing. When Yoongi called him, Yoongi, Jiminy, come here. Jimin see him from the mirror. He smiled and went toward him. Yoongi on the and he turned and started to counsel. Jimin smiled to see he becomes so happy whenever as it's telling him Jimin is the only Yoongi have in his life. Hmm. And this is what Jimin achievement. Jimin sit in the living room while Jiyoon is whining like a kid. He is a kid, so of course he is like this. Jimin try to understand. Jiyoon, mama, I never ask you for something. This is first time I am doing. Jimin, really? He raised his eyebrow and Jiyoon make up our Jiyoon, huh? Okay, I do, please, mama, please. Jimin sighed as he know. Jiyoon won't listen him now. And it's not if he listen Jiyoon. Okay, so Jiyoon is saying he and Jimin go Yoongi office in lunchtime and do lunch with him and also give him surprise. And Jimin is thinking if he will be busy, but Jiyoon is not ready to listen. Jimin, huh? Okay, we go. Can I dress like that, please? I also want to go like he go office, please, pretty please. Jimin, your favorite show. Jiyoon, I want to go like please. He said, and Jimin don't know he should like him or not. And then he signed Jimin, alright, let's go. We do something, he said, and hold Jiun's hand, and then they go. Time skip. They come downstairs. Jimin wears simple dress, and she look at Jiun, who black, and black, and a cute black blazer, and also his black glasses just like it. Jimin smiled to see him. Jimin, looking her. Okay, Yoongi is working. Yoongi is working in his office with so many papers. He signed to see the papers. It's lunchtime. Jimin sent his lunch from home. He called his secretary who come. Yoongi, my lunch don't come till now. He asked. She signed as no secretary. No sir, till not now. Yoongi don't understand as it's never happened. He see he see the time June is at home. Maybe he don't let Jimin do work fastly. He nodded, and his secretary said to so and said secretary to go. He signed, closed his eyes when the door slowly opened. Yoongi don't notice Jimin. Sign June, eyes widened. Yoongi June, he and Gima June giggled to see how much Yoongi become happy. He looked up and see Jimin, and she went toward him and him. Yoongi, when you plan all this, Jiun, it's me, Dad. Who said we give surprise to you? You like the surprise, Yoongi? Thank you so much, he said, and Jimin smiled to see me. He knows Yoongi is Jiun so much. They do a farm. Jiun, we brought your lunch also, Dad, but we eat from outside today. Yoongi, alright, I listen you today. Jimin signed to see them. Jiun, okay, so Yoongi and Jiun is just like best friends, you all know, right? See, Yoongi, cheer, Jiun, can I sit? I sit there. Yoongi nodded and leave Jiun, who go and sit on his chair. Jiun becomes so happy, and Jimin chuckled to see him. Yoongi, our little CEO, he said, and Jimin nodded with a smile. They see Jiun is so happy to come here. They sit on the chair also. Yoongi, thank you so much for coming. I am so happy, Jimin. Jimin, it's Jiun plan. Yoongi smiled widely to see Jiun. He's all Jiun, Dad. I eat fries and Jimin Jiun. Jimin could speak. Yoongi stop him. Yoongi, not today, Jimin. He come to meet me. Jimin stop now. What he said here. Yoongi ordered fries for him and also some snacks, chips, and ice cream. Jimin can see Yoongi is literally him, and he let him. They talk for some times and see Jiun is playing. Yoongi don't let them go home early. Jiun do a lot of fun and many more. Hmm. Time is passing, almost like 2 more months pass. Everything is fine, but the things don't change is Yoongi work. He nowadays come home like in which makes Jimin sometimes, but Jimin don't such anything as Yoongi already come home. Today he and Jiun wait for Yoongi as today is Sunday. Yoongi is supposed to have at home, but no, he is not, which making Jimin it's enough now. Jiun, Jiun, it's enough, Jiun. Don't be so. What I do if your dad don't come home, huh? Jiun, I don't care. Said him come home. He said being Jimin. How can I said him like he listen me, huh? Jiun, you are so. Whenever dads come home, you said me go. You don't let me meet with him, Jimin, and when I when I stop you. Jiun, you always do. I don't listen you. From now on, you are so you also. Jimin Jiun, I don't want to. So see you. This is how you talk with me. Jiun, yes, I do. What you do, he said, and Jimin seeing him, he could speak something. Yoongi, come home. Yoongi, what's happening? He asked as he see Jiyoon and Jimin. Jiyoon go and Yoongi who him. Yoongi, what happens? Jiyoon is me. I said him to call you. You to call you home, but he started to me. He said then Yoongi could speak. Jimin speak. Jimin Jiyoon. I am telling you, stay silent. It's him. Yoongi Jimin, he's just a kid. Jimin, you know what he is saying? And you are saying he's a kid. Yoongi, leave me, please. I am already so from business. I come home to get some, but whenever I come, I see all this. I don't want to home. Jimin, I never tell you anything, Yoongi. What's happening in house? It's just Yoongi, I don't know anything. Go from here, leave me. He said then. Jimin see he who back him and from his eyes. Jimin fine. You have from me, huh? Now handle everything by yourself. I don't in your he said and went upstairs. Yoongi sign. Huh. They don't even spend the 2 hours without Jimin. Let's see now. And said Jiyoon to play with toys. He on the couch. He's so tired and she sleep. Jiyoon see him sleeping. He also go and sleep on the him. And there is Jimin. And to what just happens? It's evening when Yoongi open his eyes. He see the mansion lights. Is no one on the line. He see Jiyoon. He carefully on the couch as it's sleeping. He sit on the couch. Yoongi, Jimin, where are you? He stop as he realize what happens in morning. How much he do with Jimin sign and Jiyoon also wake up Jiyoon. He calling Jimin in his sleepy voice. Yoongi, Jiyoon see Yoongi. I want to with hey, Yoongi, what you said? Him in morning, he said, and Jiyoon make up out and looking down as he realized. He tell everything to Yoongi who heard and see Jiyoon. Yoongi, how can you do this, Jiyoon? Jiyoon, I'm sorry, he said and look at Yoongi with eyes. Jiyoon said, Mama to me, please. I promise I never do this again, he said, and Yoongi signed. Of course, they both the things so much. He could speak. Jimin come downstairs. Yoongi said on his cheeks and also Jiyoon Mama. He run behind Jimin in kitchen. Yoongi also go to see at least he asked for he on Jimin, huh? Okay, so now let's see. Well, I already said you all they can't stay without Jimin for a second. Jimin start to collects the ingredients for making dinner. Jiyoon come and she's Jimin him and continue his work. Yoongi see him. Jiyoon mom, I want to with you. I never do this. I promise you so much, he is saying. But Jimin don't answer. He continue to make the dinner. Little Jiyoon is calling him and saying again and again. But Jimin don't listen him. Jiyoon see him. He start Jimin to hear this. But he need to understand this and Yoongi. He have to set Jiyoon he is but on this time no he don't. Yoongi Jiminy, listen, Jimin could speak. Jimin done making that dinner. Okay, so if we see Jimin is also right on his place. He go from there after making the dinner. Jiyoon, why is not talking with us? Yoongi bent down in front of him. Yoongi mama is at us. We don't talk with so we need to talk with him. Right? Jiun nodded and Yoongi smiled. Yoongi good. So now do the dinner silently so we don't make your okay. Jiun nodded and he sit on the chair. Yoongi served the dinner to Jiun. He looked at Yoongi. Jiun mama always, he said in low voice, and Yoongi is realizing Jimin's face. He started to Jiun and then he take him in the room. Jiun soon sleep, but Yoongi don't eat anything. He go in his room to see Jimin. Yoongi come, Yoongi come. He see Jimin sit on the bed while reading a book. Who knows he's really reading or just pretending like he is reading. Yoongi go and stand in front of him. Yoongi Jiminy, I know what I do is not right. I was so for what I did. Jiun is also he is you. Don't do anything again, he said then. Jimin don't give him response. Yoongi, please listen me. Jiminy, please, he said then. Jimin placed the book on the side. He on the bed and closed his eyes. Yoongi, listen me. I know the things I make everything alright, please. He said, but Jimin don't listen him. He think to give him some time. He on the and she is also missing them already, but they need to understand Jimin value. They need to know how much Jimin is important. So this is the third last scene. It's been two. It's been 2 days. Jimin don't talk with Yoongi and Jiyoon. They both try their best, but Jimin is not ready to listen. And why would he listen then? Jimin sits in the stairs. He's saying Yoongi and Jiun is planning how they both up with Jimin. Jimin smiled from his own eyes. Why Jimin is like this, huh? He is the one giving them and she himself is why he is like this. Jimin ran in his room upstairs while Yoongi okay. You do this, I know. He talked with us. He's so kind, at least he's not like us. June, like lavenders, can we order that also? Yoongi nodded as he became happy to hear that June know about Jimin choice. He nodded and they continued to plan. Okay, so this is the Jimin come downstairs for making dinner. He stopped in the living room when he see June is trying to eat. Jimin see him. June never eats by himself. Yoongi is office who gave him. He can see there is no but he add water in that he go and from him. June look up and see June. He call him and stand up. Jimin go in the kitchen. He start to make snacks for him. Silently, okay, so how can Jimin see that? Hmm. And okay, a little bit voiceover left. This is the second last scene. Jimin come in the kitchen. He see Jiun come in the kitchen. He see Jimin. Jiun, I am sorry for what I do. I promise. I am missing so much. I can't without you. Please, Mama, talk with me. Jimin makes snacks for him. He plays in front of him and about to go. He stopped as he see Yoongi come home. He is looking so Yoongi see Jimin can see in his eyes, but he go from there. Yoongi, I am sorry. You must be hungry. Jiun sign as no Jiun. I can't tell is here. He said and Jimin, Yoongi smiled. Jimin here. He stand outside the kitchen. He smiled to him, and right now, but for Jiun, good he have to himself. Last scene finally. It's been okay, it's been 1 week. You Jimin is giving them and they are like it's Jimin said it's day, they said it's day. If Jimin said it's night, they said it's night. Jimin come in the living room. He stop. on his spot, he see the whole living room is filled with the lavenders, and he can see a frame. He go and the frame, and he see three persons, two is elders and one kid. Jimin see June make this, and in the corner he writes. Jimin read, his eyes turn, and then he sees so many his family photos. He see a note he pick, and it's June writing. I know you can, June, but don't do this, please, Mama. Okay. Huh. Last scene and the third last text. June can't stay without you. June is sorry. Jimin read. He turn and see June stand there while holding his Jim. He looking down and hear Jimin in front of him. For Jimin the Jimin went toward him and kneeled down in front of him. He holds his both hand, and June is June, please, he said, and Jimin him start June also. Jimin him so much he back, and Jimin no don't. June you me. Jimin smiled and nodded. He said, and June eyes sparkle. Jimin his whole face, and Jimin giggle. He also on his cheeks. June, Mama, I promise I never do this again. Hmm. And here I melt. Huh. Last scene and the second last text this again. Jimin nodded. Jimin, Mama also. June, no. You are right on your place, he said, and Jimin smiled to see him. June, Mama, me and make drawing and bring all this here. Jimin heard with a smile. He stand up and see YoOngI come. He is looking down. Of course, he is. Jimin see YoOngI don't sleep nor eat properly. YoOngI, what happened? Jimin, I am so sorry. This won't happen again. You are the charm of my life. You are the light of my life. Please, he said, and Jimin smiled at him. Jimin, never do this again, YoOngI. I never, he said, and they both back look at each other. So they become emotional, nothing else. It's literally too much. Finally, it's the end of the voiceover, And Jimin heard Jiun giggle voice, his eyes widen and turn. He see Jiun who's giggling. Jimin smile, and then they become a family. Okay, hope so you all like. If you like, then subscribe and tell me in comments. Bye bye. Take care of yourself. Sarang. See you in the next video. Try to write something soft. Hope so I do this. Bye. See you soon in the next video. Sarang. Take care.